I'm super excited about this episode today. We are back in Conroe, Texas, in a community called Evergreen, super close to the Woodlands. If you don't know, we're basically 30-45 minutes north of downtown Houston, and we're looking at Shea Homes today. Reason I'm out here right now, actually, I was just finished with a client, Luis from Canada. He was looking at this exact floor plan. I did a video here a few weeks ago with my son, which I'm gonna put up here at the end of the video so y'all can go back and watch that one. What I'm super excited about though is they actually have an inventory home of this exact same floor plan. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk y'all through this house so you can see the model home. The model homes are always professionally staged. They have a ton of upgrades in them, right? And then if you watch my channel, you know I also like to show y'all inventory homes when I can so you can see exactly what a finished home looks like without like all the bells and whistles. These homes still have some really great updates, but you're talking, you probably got 150 grand of updates inside of this model home. These other homes, you're still gonna have some really, really nice upgrades. So I'm gonna show you so you can see compared to a model home, what this exact floor plan looks like on a house that's for sale right now. So we're gonna look at this first, the one that I'm talking about right after that, and then there's an awesome 2-story as well that's beautiful. It's a 5-bedroom, almost 3,200 square feet, 5.5 bathroom home, 2.5 car garage. Super nice 2-story. Kind of reminds me of like a Weston home. It's got the spiral staircase, the super tall ceilings, huge backyard, nice big covered patio in the back. Beautiful home. So that's the third one that we're gonna look at. And then once we're done looking at these homes, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you back to my office and pull up a map on the computer so you can see exactly where we are in Houston. So we're gonna kind of have like a zoomed out view. I'm gonna show you where we're at, how close we are to the Woodlands, to the airport, to downtown Conroe, which we're actually closer to the Woodlands here than we are downtown Conroe. And then we're gonna zoom in too so you can see, you know, where's your grocery stores, where's your restaurants, where's kind of like your everyday lifestyle stuff for just your every day-to-day stuff, so you can kind of get an idea of what it would feel like or what it would look like if you were to seriously consider moving right here to this area. Show you guys the amenities too. They just opened up the amenity park, the arbor. You got a pool over there, pickleball courts. They just opened up the brand new elementary school here as well. Beautiful community, beautiful homes. We're gonna get into all the details, but we're gonna walk through these 3 houses first, then we'll get into all that stuff after that. So let's go ahead and jump into this one right now. I've always been a 2-story person, but the way they're building these single level homes now is amazing. There's so much space. They almost don't even feel like single story homes. So this one is just under 3,100 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3-car garage. You still have an office and a game room in here as well. You know, most of the time the game rooms are gonna be upstairs. Like I said, they got so much space in these single stories now where you have all the same space that you would or in a 2-story home, but it's all single level now. So this thing is amazing. Maybe I'm getting old and I just don't want to walk upstairs anymore, but this thing's sweet. So let me turn y'all around and let's get in here. As I mentioned, obviously you see right here, you got your 3-car garage, and it's 3,092 square feet. And like I just said, it's a 4-bed, 3.5 bathroom. You still have an office and a game room in here as well. So really, really great floor plan. And like I said, as soon as we're done walking through this one, I'm gonna take y'all over to an actual inventory home of this exact house so you can see what one looks like that's for sale right now. So right when you come in to the right here, that's your garage entry. So you would come in from the garage here to the left. Actually, real quick, let's walk through here and then I'll turn around so you can kind of get a better idea of this entryway. As you can see, it's super long, really nice wide entryway. You have your kitchen and stuff. We'll get right back into the kitchen after we look at everything up here. So obviously you see front door, really, really wide entry, super nice. This would be your 3-car garage. In here, they just have it as their offices. And then as you can see, you have a kind of little mud drop station right here when you come in from your garage. And then just across the hallway is your first bedroom along with its own bathroom right here as well. So I'll show you the bathroom in a second, but let's go ahead and start over here in the bedroom. So as you can see, really good size room, nice size room. We got plenty of space over here too. And then this one has the window, looks out to the front yard. I'll show you this view. Looking this way, you got the chair over here on the side. So, I mean, you can see plenty of space right here in between the dresser and the bed. And then we'll open up this closet. So really nice too, like, for example, when I'm talking about how I kind of compare your single level homes to 2-story homes, like when my mom comes out from California and visits us, we have like kind of like her own little suite upstairs. But what's super cool is you have that same exact setup down here with this bedroom because it has its own attached bathroom here. So, you know, not that my mom is getting old and can't go up and downstairs anymore. I'm not trying to say that, Mom, sorry. But, you know, it is nice to have everybody in the family kind of on this single level, and then everybody's got the space that they need as well and privacy that they need. So super cool. Nice stand-up shower there. And as we turn back around, we'll get back out into this entryway. To the left right here, you also had another little storage, kind of linen storage closet area there. Then we'll turn around and get back across this entryway. So coming out this way, as you see right here, this is gonna be your game room. And then there's actually 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom over there. But before we go that way, we'll flip you all around this way and we'll check out the office kind of flex room area here. Really nice. And then when I back up, you can see here in the model, they left this completely open. In the house that we're gonna go look at, the inventory home, they actually have some doors here. So you have some privacy in this office here. You know, just, I know how it is. You're on calls, you're on Zoom calls, phone calls, whatever it is. Sometimes you just need a little bit more privacy in your office, or at least quiet in the office while you're trying to work. So it's nice on that other home that they put those doors on there. And then coming across here, this is your game room. So again, you would normally see this on a 2-story home upstairs, right? You'd have your upstairs game room, you'd have your bedrooms off there with the bathroom. So again, you're kind of getting all that same space just in a single level here. Then you have this nice big storage closet off of this game room. I'll turn around here and I'll show you the view from this angle, and then we'll check out those 2 bedrooms and bathroom. Nice big game room too. This thing's huge. You can go to this bedroom first. So this will be the 2nd bedroom in the home. Obviously, we just came out of that first one that was at the front of the house that had its own bathroom. Again, really, really good sized room here. Go around this way, show you this angle here. Plenty of space over there from the bed to the closet. You can see you got your dresser here in front of the bed. Nice window over here letting in some natural light. We'll check out the closet, which kind of very similar to that first one that we looked at. You got the single rod up there. Good sized closet here, and then we'll go back out to the game room and turn left here. Again, you're gonna have that bathroom, but we'll check out this bedroom here first. So pretty much just mirrors that other one that we were in. Still really good sized room. You can see you got plenty of room for side tables on each side. They got this little locker right here too. And then same size closet there. I'll open that up for you in a second. Out this closet. There you go. Pretty, standard size closet there. You got the single rod, the shelf above. Really tall doors too. I actually just noticed you got like the 8-foot closet doors, 8-foot entryway doors here. And then they actually did like the tall walkways too, which I think is an upgrade. Most of them are gonna be smaller than that. And then in this bathroom, really nice. You got the double sinks here. Nice big mirror, nice light fixture. And then your shower and tub combo. So nice tile shower tub combo. Always great. I love when you have the double sinks, especially when it's off of 2 bedrooms like this bathroom is. That way, if those bedrooms are being shared by 2 different people, they each have their own little space there inside of that bathroom. And down this hallway, you're going to have your half bath. So again, another thing that I love to see, especially on a single story home like this, is the additional half bath. So when you're talking about, you know, entertaining, you got friends over, everybody's hanging out, you do have that bathroom down there that's kind of dedicated for those rooms. You have the bathroom over there that's obviously dedicated to that front room. So if you don't want people going into the bedrooms, you have that half bathroom right there. And then we get out into the dining, living. You're gonna have your laundry right here. I'm actually gonna show you that when we go to the primary bedroom, because it actually wraps around and connects to the primary closet. So I'll show you that once we get around that way. But let's take a look at this kitchen, dining, and living room area. So you can see, again, what we're gonna do today is kind of compare this model home to the inventory home that we're gonna look at. So you can see you got like the natural wood look cabinets up here. You got your pendant lights, nice big island. I believe this is a quartzite. If you're not familiar, it's actually what we just put in our house. It kind of looks like a granite, but you can kind of see through it. You can't tell on the camera, but it's a really, really nice natural material. It's really pretty. You got the big sliders back here. Nice good sized dining room. The double ovens, again, that's actually an upgrade too, to have the double ovens stacked like that. And then you're gonna have 5-burner gas cooktop. Then again, you have your custom upgraded vent hood above that. Nice big pantry over here too. Nice, obviously your built-in microwave there. Maybe a little coffee bar station here. And a big walk-in pantry. So super nice walk-in pantry. Ton of storage for those Costco runs, Sam's Club runs. And come back out here. Kind of one angle I always like to give is just looking out here from your kitchen out to the living room, dining room. Again, I love it, man. You can see out there to your back patio, which they extended that patio all the way that way. Again, that's an upgrade, right? Your normal patio would just kind of be right here, and then that would just be grass. They extended it all the way through the length of this living room, which is super nice. And nice big living room. Again, ton of windows in here, just a ton of natural light. Nice tall ceilings too. I think these ceilings gotta be, probably 9-10 foot ceilings. Then we'll go check out the primary bedroom. So right before you go in, you have another storage closet here. So kind of a linen storage there. And then you turn left into your primary. Nice big primary. So again, another upgrade they do is those bay windows. Normally that wall would just come straight across where these chairs are. They upgraded that with those bay windows. Nice big bed. You can see they didn't do like a full tray ceiling. They did like this little inlay. Not really sure what that's called, but kind of nice little added touch there. And then they painted the top of it too to make it stand out a little bit more. And kind of zoom up and show you that. I'll show you the bay windows here. Nice seating area, and then a ton of space here in this bedroom. As you can see, really huge primary bedroom, and then again over here to the bathroom. This thing's got a massive, they call it Baja shower. So massive Baja shower here. So we turn to the right, you can see you got your double sinks, you got your additional vanity area in between them as well. Nice framed big mirror, light fixtures. Let me turn around this way and show you this huge shower. Got a couple windows up there, which is nice. Really nice tile work. And then this thing is massive. I mean, I don't know, I'm like here. So you can kind of see how big this thing is. Like your normal shower would be like right here. Like I fit perfectly right here. You'd have your shower head. I'm not hitting the walls or anything like that. And you still got this whole area coming way over here, which is like, that wall's in the way, but as you can see, the shower head, I'm not even all the way in here, but you can see the shower head's nice and high. Let me back up here. Shower head's probably about 7 feet high. You actually have a seat right here. It's kind of laid back underneath that shower head, but super nice big shower here. And then you got a nice walk-in closet as well. So like I said, the walk-in closet, as I turn around this way, you'll see it's actually really huge. You got these nice big built-in shelves here, and then it tucks around this way. But like I was saying, it's connected to the laundry room over here. So you can see, kind of turns this corner and then show you that view looking back to, you know, obviously where your bathroom was right there. And then super nice. This is, again, this is an upgrade to have this door right here. Normally with this builder, they would have a wall and then you'd have to go around your living room, all that over here to laundry. They added the door right here, so you just have your convenient access to your laundry room. So you'd have washer dryer over here, and then if I turn around this way, you can see here you have that sink with some cabinets there. A lot of people put refrigerators in their laundry room, maybe like a deep freeze or something like that, but nice, convenient to have that in here. And then right outside of here, you have another closet for some more storage. So this one's set up more of like a coat closet, so you just have that single shelf up there and then plenty of storage. I'd actually be kind of cool if that was more of like a linen closet that had a bunch of shelves, since it's right off the laundry. You know, sheets, blankets, whatever, all that stuff that you need in your laundry room would be right there off of that room. So super nice. Let's go ahead and get out here to the backyard, see if I can unlock this thing. There we go. I don't know why I always have issues with those, but here, actually, let me open these all the way up so you can get a good idea, a good feel for what this looks like. And what's actually super cool, the inventory homes that we're gonna go look at, they already put those massive sliders in there. So that's about a $20,000 upgrade to have those. So the fact that the builder made the choice to put those in there is actually really nice, because it's even more expensive if you were gonna try to have someone come and do it after the fact. But super nice, man. Everybody loves these big sliders. Again, nice big covered patio that was extended. There's a ton of bugs out here right now, so I'm actually gonna close this back up so these bugs don't come in. Let me get out there first. Yeah, that's actually, let me tell y'all real quick, being from Southern California myself, getting used to these bugs. There's wasps everywhere. There's like these little, I don't even know what they're called, but there's like these little black bugs that are always like stuck together all over the place right now. It's August, so if you're coming out here and you're from somewhere like me, from Southern California, where you don't have to deal with bugs all the time, get used to it, because they're everywhere. There's nothing you can do about it either. They're just there. You just got to deal with it. But anyway, again, turn it around. Like I mentioned, standard patio is going to be like cut off right here at this pillar. That was an addition that they did, running it that whole length that way. And then a good size yard for a single story home. Again, almost 3,100 square foot home. This is about the size of a yard that you're going to get. As you'll see when we get to the 2-story home, you're going to have a much bigger yard, because your square footage isn't spread out all in one level. You have 2 levels for that square footage, so you have way more yard on that 2-story home that we're going to look at. But anyway, that's this one. Again, let me turn y'all around here, tell y'all that's a 4-bedroom, 3,092 square feet, 3.5 bathroom. And there, we get back in here, talk about pricing. They're starting, this floor plan starts, like if you were to try to build one of these, it starts about $504, depending on the elevation, like if it's brick or stucco or stone and brick, however it works out for the one that you get. Starts about $504, and then I always like to tell people, you're gonna be about 10% range if you're gonna build from dirt and pick all of your upgrades and stuff. So for a home like this, depending on how crazy you go on your upgrades, you're gonna be about 550 range. What's super cool too, this builder, if you're building from scratch, they're giving you $35,000 towards your upgrades. So if you're starting at, let's say 510, for example, on something like this, you pick your lot, you're at 510, so you put 75,000 into your upgrades, that's at 585 now, but they're giving you 35 grand towards those upgrades. So you're gonna be about 550 after putting 75 grand of updates into your home. So not a bad deal at all. And then, like I said, they got inventory. So this exact one that we're gonna go look at right now is 575. It was 600, and it has quite a bit of updates in it too. So let's go ahead, jump over there to that one and check it out. So I'll see y'all over there. Here we are again. This is gonna be that same floor plan as the model that we just walked through, but this is an actual house that's for sale right now. They have it priced at $574,990. We'll call it $575. It's actually got a ton of upgrades in it. It's in the garage, it has epoxy lined floor, so I'll show you that. Nice. In the primary bathroom, you have like a separate shower and standalone tub, which I'm gonna get in that tub and do the tub test for you guys so you can see if I fit. I might fit. It's actually really long. It's kind of narrow. We'll see. We'll find out in a minute. But kitchen has a lot of upgrades, tile work. It's actually really, really pretty inside. So we'll go ahead and get inside of this one. I love the outside too. The elevation, the all like white brick. You got like the light gray 3-car garage here. Super nice, beautiful home right here. And again, you can see next door, they're building, why isn't my camera turning? Here we go. So you can see they're building another house here. They're kind of doing that same white look. And then majority of the homes on this street are actually already completed. So you kind of get a good idea as I kind of pan through here, what the street looks like, what the neighborhood looks like. Beautiful homes. They actually have an empty lot right here next door that's for sale. So someone eventually will be building a house right there. But let's go ahead, get inside here. So again, it's 3,092 square feet. Obviously, you got a 3-car garage here. Huge driveway, by the way. Let me back up. I'm sure you saw it already, but I mean, massive driveway here. What'd I say? 3,092 square feet, 3-car garage, priced at $574, a 4-bed, 3.5 bathroom. Plus, you got the office and the game room as well too. And again, beautiful entry door here. So you have the glass on the door. You actually have a window up above there, and again, brick all the way around the entire house. And again, talking about upgrades, I mentioned, the garage, you actually have the big sliders back there like the model home, and the extended patio like the model home as well. So I'll kind of do the same thing. You walk in here, you got the tall ceiling entryway. You're gonna have your first bedroom here, your office, your game room with those other 2 bedrooms. But just to kind of give you a feel of walking through here. And then with this one being empty, you really get a good idea of like how massive this kitchen, that huge dining room area, living room. Forgot to mention too, this one actually has a fireplace upgrade as well, plus that extended patio out there like I told you. So we'll get to the details of this whole area too. I love the kitchen. They did the double ovens. Again, this house was priced at $600 initially. And again, like I told you, they started at $500. So I'm assuming they did about $100 grand in updates on this home. But again, entryway, your 3-car garage right there, which I'll show you in a second. We're gonna start on this side, just like we did with the model home, with this first bedroom up here that has the attached bathroom. So again, the reason why I like showing you these things empty is because most of the model homes are decked out, they're all staged and all that, but I want to give you guys a good feel and a good idea for what an actual inventory home, like a home that you would actually be buying, looks like. And again, with Shea, with all the upgrades and everything, they're really beautiful homes. So again, this one, like I was mentioning, the model for me personally and my family, like my mom comes to visit from California all the time. This would be a perfect spot for her up here. She'd have her own private bathroom right here. Walk-in shower. And tile. My pet peeve, if you watch me, I don't know why they don't just go all the way up. My guy Luis, the one I was saying I was just here with, he said the same thing. It's like, it costs an extra $100, $200 maybe. Just put the tile all the way to the top, please. Like, I don't know why. It's just one thing that I hate that I always notice. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I think in the, there was one house we looked at here with Luis earlier today where they actually put the tile all the way up, but I don't think it's one that we're looking at today. But anyway, you have that linen closet just outside of that bedroom. And then I'll show you the 3-car garage. So that's your garage door. Obviously you come in here, you have your little drop area, backpack, shoes, all your junk ends up right there. And then your 3-car garage. So like I said, you see here, they got the epoxy lined floor. Comes with your garage door openers. I always point that out because you guys, there's some builders, I'm gonna tell y'all, there's some builders, even high-end builders that aren't installing garage door openers anymore. And it's insane to me. I had a guy buy a $850,000 home. They didn't put garage door openers in. I'm like, yo, that's like 250 bucks. Like the builder can do that, right? So great thing here, garage door opener, super cool too. You got, all these houses come with sprinklers. So this, if you ever in a garage and you're wondering what this box is, this is a sprinkler control system here. If I can open that up. So anyway, you got all your controls right there for your sprinklers. Super nice having your electrical panel in the garage. So if we got big storms out here or power goes out, you don't have to go outside to get to your breaker panel. And then they're all coming with your tankless water heater. And it looks like this one's actually got a filtration system on it too. So that's really cool. They give you that with the home. Then your attic access here in the garage. Super nice here, man. I love the epoxy, this thing. I mean, obviously it's all finished out. It's actually painted too. You can see it's gray. A lot of builders might just do like a one coat of white paint in here. So pretty nice that they finished that thing out really nicely. I'm a garage person. My gym's in my garage. So, I mean, I know a lot of people out there that are big garage people. That's why I always try to go in these garages when I can. To the left, we'll go in here first. Again, this is the office space. And if you remember, kind of did the same view at the model. The model had just like a big open area. You got the doors here on this home too. So a little bit more practical, right? So if this is your office, or shoot, maybe if you made it into like a little movie theater room or something, you got those doors there for privacy, you know, nice big windows looking out to the side of the house. Tall ceilings, I actually didn't notice in the model, but you have kind of like a little vaulted ceiling up here, which up at the top, that's probably a good 12 feet, maybe 13 feet. So really tall ceilings in here. And again, like I said, you got your two doors here. There's actually a film on here, so they wouldn't be, they're clear glass, but they have a film on there right now to just to protect them until somebody moves in. And then coming across the hall, your big game room, your two bedrooms, and your bathroom over here. And then you still got your big storage room over here. Let me flip this light on. So nice storage room there off of this game room. Again, flipping it around. You got those two bedrooms, bathroom. This thing's huge. And we'll go into this first bedroom. So first bedroom here. Again, you can kind of see, if I come back this way, like how good of a size these rooms are. Sometimes it's easier to see in the model because you have like your bed in here, all your furniture and stuff. So you get a better idea of like what you could fit inside of these rooms. But still, like I said, I love showing you guys these inventory homes so you can get a better idea of finishes and kind of what the house is actually gonna look like, right? Then we'll turn around this way, get into which would be the third bedroom in the home. You have that one up in the front, the one we just came out of. This one, again, basically the same thing. It's just opposite side, but exactly the same size. And then closet here is going to be the same too. So you're going to have that single rod on top. Nice good sized closet. And then just outside of these two bedrooms off of this game room, you have another full bathroom. Again, double sinks, man. I love when builders do double sinks where you have two bedrooms next to each other. It's just so much more practical, you know, each person, if you have people in each one of those bedrooms. You know, we got two kids. I think maybe that's why I'm like so adamant about it. But, you know, if both of our kids were in this area, they'd have their own sink area too, which is nice. And then we'll get back out here, still in this entryway. This thing's huge. If you remember to the left here in the model, you have your half bathroom. So again, another thing that I personally love, we entertain a lot. We have a half bath that's off of like our living room, kitchen area as well. Just comes in, you know, so convenient when you have people over, they don't need to go to the bedrooms. But we'll come this way. Over here, opens up in this huge kitchen area, nice big island. You can see they went with like the light gray cabinets here with the black hardware. You got your black pendants. Nice. I believe this countertop is what's called quartzite. Just like the model, it kind of looks like a granite. It's hard to see in the video, but you can actually see through the material, like on the inside here. It's hard to see in the video, but it's really, really pretty in person. I actually really like that style of countertop. And then, you know, obviously it looks out here into your huge living room. You got the fireplace. They built the mantle around the fireplace. All the windows looking out there to the back patio. The huge sliders as well. Again, that's like 20 grand just by itself. The extended patio is actually like another 15 grand, I believe. So just for that patio and those sliders, that's already 35 grand in upgrades that they did in this home. The double ovens, that's another upgrade. The backsplash, they upgraded that. The countertops are upgraded. They did a lot of updates or upgrades in this home. Like I said, easily probably about 100,000 in updates in here. So anyway, show y'all that. You got your double ovens here. Your big 5-burner gas cooktop. You got the stainless steel vent hood on this one. Going back this way, your refrigerator would be right here. There's a little coffee bar or kind of prep station here underneath your microwave. And then the big walk-in pantry. And then again, down that hallway is the laundry connected to, they upgraded to and opened that up to the primary bedroom there. So I'll show you that as we come around this way into the primary bedroom. So again, with these things being empty, actually I'm gonna walk over here into this corner so you guys can get a good idea here. With these things being empty, you can see like just how huge this area is. Super pretty, really tall ceilings again. Really great floor. I love this floor plan. And coming around this way, we'll get into the primary. Again, you're gonna have your closet, linen closet here off of your primary bedroom. And let's get inside here. So again, huge, another upgrade there. They extended that. I think that's like another 5 grand or something to put those bay windows in there. Really nice, huge. And then again, you kind of have like the, I don't necessarily think that's like a tray ceiling, but it kind of goes up in about 10-foot ceilings in here. Yeah, all the windows looking out there to the backyard. Kind of show you this angle before we get into the bathroom. All right, so again, you know, when we're comparing this one to that model home, this one they elected to do the standalone tub with the stand-up shower here. This tub looks huge. It's really, really long. I'm about to get in there and show y'all. It looks kind of narrow though, so we'll see in a second if I fit in there. But we'll look at this side first. Just like the model, you have your double sinks. You have that additional vanity area right here in the middle of that. And then to the right here is just your toilet room. But you see you got some nice light fixtures up here. And then let me turn around real quick. Kind of show you the standalone tub, the big stand-up shower. I'll show you the tile work in this shower too. You got some nice tile work in here, and they actually put the tile all the way up to the ceiling in here, which is super nice. I love that. To me, it just kind of gives it a more finished look rather than having like a foot of drywall at the top. And then we'll go check out the closet, and then I'll get inside of that tub, show y'all if it's as big as it looks. Nice, huge walk-in closet. Again, same thing as that model home. You got the big built-in shelves here, and then it tucks back around this corner. You got more space over there. And then another upgrade they did was they added the sink in here. Plus you got that additional space there to the right. And then over here would be washer, dryer. You actually still have some space over here on this side too to put some more things up there if you needed to. But let's go back this way and let's get this tub test done. Let's see if I fit in here. I don't know, let's see. So again, for reference, if you're new to my channel, I do this all the time. Anytime there's a tub in a house, I get in the tub. For reference, 6 foot actually just weighed myself this morning, I'm 245. I've been gaining weight like crazy. So if you're a nutritionist or somebody that does stuff like that, reach out to me. I've been trying to lose weight forever and I just keep gaining weight. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm lifting, I'm working out, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm confused. Give me a call because I need to talk to you. But anyway, I actually fit in here. So this is pretty nice. Like my legs are spread out, kind of put my head back right here. This is a for sure thumbs up on the tub test, man. My knees are underneath the fill line. So like if I actually wanted to take a bath in here, the water would fill up. Probably most of my body would be under the water. Kind of nice, man. I love this window up here too. You got that natural light coming in. Stand-up shower. It's really pretty in here. Super pretty. Nice floor. Just kind of a little quaint, nice little spot here. So yeah, that's a thumbs up on the tub test. I usually don't fit in these tubs, so pleasantly surprised there. So if you're bigger like I am, you would have no problem fitting in that tub right there. And actually, to note, the standalone tub is standard now. So as of, I was just talking, again, while I was here with Louise, I was talking to the sales rep, getting all the information about their homes and kind of what they're offering and stuff. She said as of like 2-3 weeks ago, this standalone tub and stand-up shower is standard. So that's kind of just the way they're building their homes now. Some of them still have like inventory that they've already built, has like the drop-in tub where it has like the tile around the bottom. You still have the stand-up shower with the big drop-in tub. And then like the model home where you had that big Baja walk-in shower, she said that is an upgrade. So if you want just that huge shower, that's gonna be an additional cost to do that. So come back out here, let's open these sliders up and check out this backyard. So again, this house is for sale, right? So if you like something like this, go ahead and reach out to me. Again, like I said, I have all the contacts for all these builders and sales reps and stuff, and I kind of know the ins and outs of how to finagle deals with these people. I've been doing this long enough, helped over in the last few years, over 60 of y'all make the move out here to Houston. So it's been super cool, super fun. But yeah, here's your big covered patio. Again, like I said on the model, normally ends right here at this pillar. So on this house, they extended that patio, which costs about 15 grand to do that. So really nice, good sized backyard here too. Got all the trees. One thing I like about Evergreen though is they keep a lot of the trees out here, so they don't come in and just like chop everything down and slap up a bunch of houses, right? These are really, really beautiful lots. Nice yard. Beautiful home right here, man. I love this one. So again, like I said, this one is for sale right now. Talk about pricing. One more time, this house is a 4-bed, 3.5 bathroom, 3,092 square feet. Ton of upgrades in here, easily probably 100 grand, maybe even more. As I'm kind of walking around, I noticed the fireplace, like backsplash, like a lot of upgrades in here. So I'd say easily probably about 100 grand of updates in this one. And again, they're starting at 500. This one was priced at 600. They dropped it to 575 right now. Another thing too is they're doing a rate promo. So for inventory homes, they're actually doing a 4.99% interest rate. So that's something you want to take advantage of. You could do that. Like I was mentioning with Louise, you can try to get that price down even more. Say you're somebody that's coming in cash. One way I like to negotiate with people is that 4.99 rate probably cost them on a home like this 20, 25 grand. So if you're coming in cash or you don't need their promotions, I'm gonna try to take that off of the price, right? So say you can do it at 550 with all their promos that they're offering. I'm coming in at maybe 525 and saying, hey, you can keep all your promos. We don't care about all that. We don't need it. We just want the lowest price we can get, right? So there's ways, like I said, to kind of finagle deals with these new construction builders, because at the end of the day, they're all about their net and what they're gonna make on the home. That's all they're about. They need to make what they wanna make. So you just gotta know and kind of work out the numbers with them to be able to maximize your savings and what you wanna do, what your goals are with the house, right? So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and get to that 2-story home. So it's actually in a different section. So I'm gonna drive over there to look at that one. Super nice, man. Really, really nice. It's a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom. I don't think I've ever seen a 5.5 bath house out here. Super nice though. And again, that one's actually priced less than this one. And it's a 2.5 car garage. So you have 2.5 instead of 3 car, but still super nice house. Let's go ahead and jump over to that one now. All right, guys, so real quick, before we get into this house, actually just across the street here behind me, I'll show you real quick, is this nice big white one, all stucco right here. So we'll get into it in a second. Before that, I kind of want to show you why I really like this street here. So you're actually just right across from the Arbor, which is the amenity center just back here. And then you have like your trails down here and this big ravine too. So like when it rains, water will fill up in here. So kind of have just like a water view right here in front of your house. But let me turn you all around real quick and kind of zoom in a little bit to some of this stuff. So, you know, you can see back there, that's the amenity center. So you got your pool, your pickleball courts, playgrounds, all that. You can see right along the bottom of there where the trails run. You can see there's more parks like back there and stuff too. And then super cool, just right across here, they actually just opened up the elementary school right here in this community. So kind of nice. Flip back around here and we'll get inside. Like I said, there's a ton of construction going on around here, but let's go ahead and get into this one. So let me cross the street here. Obviously you got an empty lot right here, but you can see majority of this street is built. You got a couple houses that they're still building right here. Majority of it's built that way. And then going along this way, it kind of turns around that corner, but all those houses are done too. And then here we are. I really, really like this stucco here. It kind of reminds me, again, I'm from Southern California. I'm from LA. I lived in Orange County, like South Orange County, for 8 years before we moved out here to Houston. Sorry, I moved. Let's straighten this camera up real quick. But I really like the stucco. It's very common out here. A lot of times you're gonna see brick homes. You're gonna see brick everywhere. Let me let this guy pass. I don't know if you can hear me or not right now. Let's see. All right, we'll go ahead. So a lot of times you're gonna see brick everywhere out here in Houston. Most homes are all brick. So I really, really like this stucco look. Kind of reminds me of being back home in Southern California and how they build out there. Stucco is really, really popular. But yeah, anyway, what we're gonna do here, flip y'all around. Actually, let me start back here just because I was talking that whole time. I don't know if y'all were actually able to see it. This one's actually has a 2.5 car garage. So it looks like a 2 car here, but I'll show you the inside. It kind of goes back on the inside a little bit. So it's a 2.5 and really nice. Again, really nice elevation, all stucco all the way around. Huge backyard on this one too. And one of the things I love about this house, you got the sliders, again, right here as you walk in. Nice spiral staircase, the tall ceilings. Like I said, you see all the way back there to those big sliders out to the huge backyard. Beautiful entryway right here. And what we'll do first is we'll start over here. So this house, again, is 5.5 bathrooms. So you have 5 full bathrooms. You have a half bath down here. Right here, you're gonna have your first full bath, but to the left of that, you're gonna have your first bedroom. Super tall ceilings, probably about, those gotta be about 11-foot ceilings in here. Really high ceilings, nice big windows looking out there to the front yard. And again, this is a 5-bedroom home. So, you know, potentially if you don't need that 5th bedroom, this could easily be a nice office space right here too. Because it's kind of tucked in the front of the homes away from your living space and all that. So be a really nice office in here if you want to use it as an office. And then great convenience right outside of it, you have your full bathroom. So single sink there. You got your stand-up shower, and again, that's all tile. You can see that in there, tiled shower. Really pretty. And then as we get out here, just outside of this bathroom, you're going to have a linen closet. So, you know, obviously toiletries, towels, blankets, whatever you need, you can put right there. And then get back to the entryway. So we look back this way, you got a window up there, plus that little like landing area. I'm not sure, I'm not a big fan of those. I don't ever know what to put up there. I know a lot of people put plants or just kind of decorations up there. I don't know how you clean it though. That's my problem I have with it, is it ends up getting all dusty and stuff up there. But anyway, we'll go this way. And so this is kind of like where most people would do like that little mud drop station right here because it's just across from your garage entry. So right now with it being empty, it kind of feels a little awkward, like what's this little space for? But that's what most people would do right there, is you have like your little drop station right when you come in from the garage, and then it's just off your laundry room here too. So you have washer, dryer, they put the cabinets above. Instead of just doing like that shelf with the bar across, they added these cabinets here, and then you turn around, you still have some more space back here as well if you want to do like a deep freeze or something like that. And then let's go in the garage. I want to show you, like I said, it's a 2.5 car garage. So you're gonna come in here. This main area obviously is kind of like your standard 2-car garage. And then as we turn around this way, you have an additional space here. It says 2.5, but honestly, I feel like this is more of like a 3-car tandem, because you could definitely fit another vehicle back there. It's for sure big enough for another vehicle. Again, you're gonna have tankless water heater with the filtration system, your breaker panel in here, your sprinkler control system, your garage door opener up here. Super nice. You have this like little attic space here, but your main attic is on the 2nd level in this home, rather than being in the garage like it is on this single level home. So, you know, again, if you park in the garage, you come in right here, you know, drop station, whatever you want to build right there next to your laundry. And then you kind of turn this way, you got your spiral staircase, looking back there to your entryway, and half bath right here. But first, I mean, we're still in this entryway, man. This thing's huge. You got this huge storage that kind of tucks back this way. When I was just with Louise, his daughter was here too. She laughed at it. She was like, it's like a little, what you call it? Like Lord of the Rings, or what are those movies? I don't know, one of those little movies where you have characters that kind of just hide in little spots. I forgot what it was. And then you have your half bath here. So pedestal sink, toilet there. I actually like the herringbone tile that they did in there. That's a nice little touch. And then this is where it opens up. And this is beautiful. You got this kitchen here, and then the super tall ceilings. I mean, there's a ton of natural light coming in here. You got those windows above. Again, they did the big sliders in here. That's, again, about 20 grand upgrade just to do that. You still have the door going out there to the back patio, and then they did the full extended patio as well on this one too. So a lot of updates in this home. And then really nice, you can see up there into the game room. You got the open railings. Ceilings probably, I would say, at least 20 feet in here. Really tall ceilings, and then this kitchen here is amazing. So this, you got a huge island right here, quartz countertops. You got the undermount sink, pantry here to the right. You got your double ovens, nice custom cabinet range, vent range above there. You got your microwave built in here, and then they added, you see up here, they added those like glass tiles in there. I think the sales rep was telling me there's lights in there. She couldn't figure out how to turn them on, and neither could I. But supposedly there's lights up there, so which is pretty cool. And then this would be where your refrigerator would go. You can see they ordered that nice backsplash in there. And then, I mean, as we kind of turn this corner, you can see just there's a ton of storage here in these cabinets. All these cabinets running underneath here. And then we look back at the island this way. You got your pull-out trash cans right here in the island. Soft closed drawers, as you just saw right there. And then looking out that way again, this is kind of one of my favorite views all the time, man. We entertain a lot. You got your big island here, all the food out there. You got, you know, this would be like kind of your dining space here, your big living room area, people hanging out in the back. Great entertaining house here. 5-burner gas cooktop, like I already mentioned. You got the custom range above that, your double ovens here, and then let's check out this pantry. So good sized pantry. Again, I think it feels a little small. I'm not saying it is small, but I just feel like with this massive like open space, this massive kitchen, I was almost expecting that to be a lot deeper than it was, like more of a walk-in style pantry. But definitely plenty of space. And I mean, you do have a ton of storage here in the kitchen already. So anyway, I might be off-putting by saying that, but I was just expecting that to be a little bit bigger is all I'm saying. So let's get over here to the primary. And this one is huge. So huge primary bedroom here. You can see obviously over there, they did the bay windows again, which are an upgrade. And then in this primary bathroom, actually, you'll see when we get in there, they have the built-in like drop-in tub. So the difference, kind of cool with all three of the houses today. You saw the big shower in the first one in the model. You saw the standalone tub and shower in the second one. And then in this one now, we're gonna check out the built-in tub. So you kind of get an idea of what all three of them look like. So you got the tile built in all the way around it, your stand-up shower there, and then very similar bathroom layout. You see obviously you have your two sinks here, your vanity station, countertop right there in the middle, your light fixtures, the shower here. I'll kind of show you this tile in the shower. And I'm gonna get in this tub in a second and do a tub test. This one looks to be a little bit smaller than that last one. It's definitely shorter, but it might be a little bit deeper. Right here to the right, you just have your toilet area and then a nice big walk-in closet on this floor plan too. So you can kind of see this side. Let me get back here, kind of show you this angle. So good sized walk-in closet. And then just to the right of the closet here, you're gonna have your linen closet. So your linen storage, so plenty of storage in here. You got storage there in the linen. You got your storage underneath here. And then let's go ahead, get in this tub. Again, man, for reference, I'm 6 foot 245. Let's check this thing out. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Which way am I supposed to go? I think I'm supposed to go this way. It has like some little armrests over here on this side. It is pretty deep. Let me see. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's much wider than that first one. Actually feels a little bit more comfortable because I'm not like scrunched up in here. I can kind of spread my legs out to the side a little bit, but it is a little short. So I don't know if you can tell from over there, but my knees are kind of like right here at the top. But it is a lot deeper too. So I don't know. This one's kind of iffy, but what's super cool, like I said, you get to see all three of the options, right? This built-in one, see what this looks like. A lot of people I know don't really like the look of having like the tile here. A lot of people really like that standalone tub. So with that being the standard option now, it's actually kind of nice if you prefer that because you don't have to pay extra for that anymore. You're gonna get the standalone tub and the stand-up shower. But this isn't a bad option either. So if you're someone that likes taking baths, and you're even just a little bit smaller than I am, you'll probably fit pretty comfortably in here. And I think your average size person would fit pretty comfortably in this tub here. So yeah, I think overall for me, it's iffy, but for, you know, the normal size human being, you'll probably do all right with that one there. So pretty cool, nice, really nice primary ensuite here. And then what we'll do now, before we go to the backyard, we actually got to go upstairs still and see really nice upstairs, man. You have 3 more bedrooms, the game room, and 3 more bathrooms as well, 3 more full bathrooms. So that's actually what I really love about this house is, you know, not only how much space you have and the amount of rooms, but kind of the convenience of having those bathrooms. Pretty much every bedroom pretty much has their own bathroom. So it's super nice with it here. Let me flip you all around. And we'll make our way up these stairs and check out this little, I guess I call it, you kind of have like this little landing area. Let me straighten this out, the camera's getting a little crazy. You have like a little landing area here that looks over, and then as you turn to the left, that's where it really opens up and you have like your big game room over here. So if I back up to this corner, you can kind of see that a little better. Coming up the stairs, here. Again, super cool. You know, you can see down there into your entryway, front door. We'll go this way. You're gonna have your first bedroom off of this game room here. So just wanna show you all this angle real quick. Actually, I need to zoom back out. So I zoomed in when we were in the bathroom. There you go. See that a little bit better now. You got your game room here, and then your first bedroom upstairs, which is the third bedroom in the home that we're looking at, again, has its own bathroom right there. So super cool having your own bathroom. So you got your single sink. And then as you turn around this way, you're going to have the shower and tub combo up here. So again, we mentioned like downstairs, or well, actually, let me show you this closet. You got a walk-in closet here first before I start talking about details on other stuff. But you had the bathroom, or the bedroom where we first walked in downstairs, had the bathroom right off of it. It wasn't inside. So this one, you actually have the bathroom in the bedroom, which is super nice. You're gonna have your bathroom here right off of these two rooms. This room actually has its own bathroom too though. So this room would, you know, kind of be dedicated to this bathroom here, which is probably why they only did one sink in here, because technically the other two bedrooms up here have their own bathrooms. And then again, you have your shower tub combo. You know, it's kind of nice too having that extra countertop space, especially because you don't really need that second sink in here. And then we'll go into this bedroom. Again, all really good sized rooms. And this house is just under 3,200 square feet. So it's a really big house. And you have your closet here. And again, before y'all get in the comments, I said 3,200 square feet is a really big house. I know it's all relative, you know, depending on where you're from and where you live, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm from Southern California, where I grew up in like the Torrance area. 1,500 square feet is like normal. So when I grew up, if you had like a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,600 square or 1,500 square foot home, you're doing good. So when I see a 3,000 square foot house, and with all these rooms and all these bathrooms and stuff, this is like amazing to me. So yeah, I'm gonna say 3,200 square feet is a big home. If you're from somewhere where 4,000 or 5,000 is normal, I get it too. Obviously that's a massive home. 3,200 seems small, but you know, it's all relative, right? So when we're looking at these houses, I always like to point that out, because it's all relative to who you are, where you're from, what kind of lifestyle you live, and your own personal experience. But yeah, anyway, here's the 5th and final bedroom in this home. And again, this one's got its own bathroom. So like I said, you got 2 bedrooms upstairs that have their own private restrooms. And then the 3rd bedroom upstairs had a full bathroom right outside of it. So nice big shower tub. This one's probably the biggest of the bathrooms that are in the bedrooms upstairs. And then let's check out this closet. Nice walk-in closet here. So again, beautiful. I mean, this whole house just in general, again, like I said, you know, if you got multiple kids, a lot of people that reach out to me might have, you know, 3-4 kids, and everybody's got, let me flip you all around here. In a home like this, like you just saw, everyone kind of has their, not just their bedrooms and their own space, but their own private bathrooms. So it's a, you know, I was pleasantly surprised when I walked through this house with Louise. As I was looking around, I was like, man, I haven't really, you know, even in like the upper price points, when you get up 800 plus is when you're gonna find like the space like this. But to have a home like this at, I think it's like 550, I'm gonna look at that when we come back in after we check out the backyard. But to be in this 500, 550 range and have this much space, this many rooms, this many bathrooms is really, really nice. So let's get y'all out here to the backyard. Check out this covered patio. Again, they ran the covered patio all the way that way. And then this one has those big sliders too. I didn't want to open it up. They got a ton of, I mean, you can see all these bugs and stuff out here right now. So if anyone buying this house, they need to clean all that stuff up for sure. But you know, nice, huge covered patio right here. And then nice big backyard too. So, you know, like I was saying before, here, let me turn y'all around again. It comes up a lot, the question of like, why are, you know, how do you get like a huge yard like that? When you have a 2-story home, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. You have a 2-story home, your square footage is stacked on the property rather than a single story home. Your square footage is spread out across the property. So if you have, we'll say 3,200 square feet as a 2-story, you're gonna have a much bigger backyard, just like you see here on this one. But if you have 3,200 square feet and it's a single level home, you're gonna have a much smaller backyard, just like we saw on those other houses before this one. So keep that in mind too. If you want a bigger yard, sometimes you might end up going with a 2-story home to maximize that space on your lot. But yeah, keep that in mind. So again, this one, we'll go inside. I believe it's priced at $554. Really nice home. Let me flip y'all around one more time and we'll get in here and talk about the price. So off the top of my head, I remember it's 3,148 square feet. So just under 3,200 square feet, 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 2.5 car garage. Some really nice updates too, as we already said. You got the extended cabinets up here in the kitchen, the quartz countertops, double ovens, nice big 5-burner gas cooktop. Really, really beautiful home. Let's go ahead and pull this sheet out here. Yep, so for this exact home, again, this is an inventory home for sale right now. They're asking $554,990, so we'll call it $555 for this home. And again, they're doing that rate promo. If you're cash, I know for sure they're gonna go lower because they don't need to fork out all the money for that rate buy down for you. But just, keep that in mind too as you're negotiating with these builders, is they're always just looking at their bottom line number. So however that works out best for you, whatever bottom line number that is, we're gonna keep harping on until we can get you a deal. So anyway, there you have it. $555 for this 3,150 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. What we're gonna do now is get out to my office. So I'm gonna go back home. We'll pull up that map on the computer, show you exactly where we are in Conroe, how far you are to the airport, to the Woodlands, to all your major stuff, and then zoom in how far you are to your grocery stores, your restaurants, kind of like your day-to-day lifestyle stuff. And then we'll also talk a little bit about the amenities, and I'll pull all that stuff up so you can see the amenities here as well. So let's take the drive back to my house, get in my office. I'll see y'all over there. All right, y'all, so now we get into the nitty gritty, all the details about the location, right? That's one of the most important things. And if you're still watching this right now, I appreciate you guys. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from so I can see like all the data and analytics on my videos. Everybody watches the houses. As soon as I get into this map section, like the viewers fall way off. And I know that. So I've always thought about like just taking it out completely. But for y'all that are still watching, that call me and say, man, I love the map tours. It's so helpful. I've never been to Houston, or I haven't been to Houston in 20 years. I don't know where anything is in these areas. It's super helpful. I'm doing this for y'all. That's why I keep this on here. It makes my videos even longer, but I love doing it because of that feedback that I get from y'all. I actually feel like I'm helping and providing some value to you guys. So if you're still watching, y'all are the real MVPs. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. But let's go ahead and jump into this map. So obviously you can see right here, this red dot, this is Evergreen. So first thing you'll notice, we are a straight shot north of downtown Houston, right next to the Woodlands, right next to Conroe. You got Lake Conroe up here. And then this whole north side of Houston, from New Caney, Porter, Roman Forest, this South Conroe area, Magnolia, all of this stuff is just completely developing out. It is crazy how much these builders are building out here. So, I show you these homes today right here in Evergreen, but if you like these homes, you like these builders, you're thinking about making the move out here and you see something that you like here, go ahead and reach out to me, because you can find something literally anywhere. I mean, on the south side over here, Katy, Cypress, all this stuff, Houston is developing a full 360 all over the place, right? So anyway, let's get into the details here. So again, one of the things I always like to point out, especially if you're living up here on this north side, is most people like this part of town because you're so close to the Woodlands. That's really one of the main reasons that even Conroe, Magnolia, all this stuff up here is blowing up, is because you're so close to the Woodlands Mall. So if we go right here and we're gonna say, get directions, flip that around from there to the Woodlands Mall, you are, let's move this over. You can see right here, you're 12 minutes to the Woodlands Mall. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see that a little bit better. There you go. So as you saw, we were right here at Evergreen. There's Conroe. Here's the Woodlands Mall. We're 12 minutes to the Woodlands Mall. Another great thing about being up here on the north side is Bush Airport is up here on the north side as well. So like for me and my family, I always say it was important for us being from California. We knew we were going to be flying back and forth. We knew we were going to have family, friends coming to visit and stuff like that. We moved right here to Kingwood, which we're super close. We're only like 20 minutes to the airport, really close. But again, a lot of people, Woodlands, Porter, Conroe, all this stuff, they want to be up here because you can be close to the airport. So let's go ahead and map it from here to IAH. And you are, as you can see, fastest on the toll roads, 28 minutes. You want to stay off the tolls, you're 31 minutes, 33 minutes. And you got different routes too. That's actually one cool thing that I like about Houston. If I zoom out a little bit here, you can see like you have our loop system, right? You got 610, Beltway 8, 99 loop, and then there's all these little highways that kind of tie in there, and it's like a big spider web the way I look at it. So you, wherever you need to get to, there's like multiple routes you can take to get anywhere. So it's actually really convenient. And from my experience, again, it's all relative to where you're from. Me being from Los Angeles, Orange County area, Southern California, traffic is miserable out there. And I can honestly tell you, in Houston, even when I'm downtown and I'm in traffic in downtown, it is nothing compared to LA traffic. Like here, you're actually like moving. Yeah, you might be moving slow, but for the most part, you're always moving. In LA, Orange County, I remember being like parked on the freeway. Like you're literally just sitting there and you're like, what is happening right now? Like just go, I don't know what is happening. But I've never experienced that here in Houston. So native Houstonians will tell you traffic's terrible. It's getting worse. It is getting worse even from, I moved here in 2018. It has gotten worse since then, but it's still, if you're from like LA, a lot of my New York people tell me too, if you're from one of those areas, it's actually gonna be a little bit better than what you're used to. So anyway, getting down to the airport, you're about 30 minutes to the airport. Say you wanna get up here to downtown Conroe, you know, being in Conroe, maybe that's what's your draw to this area in Evergreen. But say you wanna get up there to Conroe, you are, what's that, 19 minutes? So like I said at the beginning of the video, it's funny because here you're technically in Conroe, you're in the south part of Conroe, but you're only 12 minutes to the Woodlands Mall and you're 19 minutes to Conroe. So you're actually closer to the Woodlands than you are downtown Conroe. So with that said, you will most likely, you'll be spending most of your time kind of in this Woodlands. You see like all this developed stuff. As soon as we zoom in, I'm gonna show you the stores, restaurants, all that kind of stuff right here. One more thing to show you as we're kind of like looking at the bigger picture right now. We did the airport, the Woodlands, Conroe, downtown Houston. So say you might work in downtown, or you're just going to downtown for a Astros game, a Rockets game, go to the zoo, ballet, whatever you want to go to downtown for. You are 43 minutes into town. So you can see again, multiple routes you can take. You're 45 over here, 47 over here, 43 is the quickest route going down that toll road. So not really a bad drive. And for reference, it's, what's today? Today's Friday. It's 10 a.m. on Friday right now. So it's obviously after that morning traffic time. You will get some traffic here on 45. You'll get a little bit of traffic on 69 until you kind of get past this Beltway area, and then it really just opens up over here. But I always say, again, I live right here in Kingwood, which is where this 47 minutes is covering right now. I'm in and out of town on 69 all the time. I'm always in downtown for work. And this is by far the most forgiving highway. So if you need to get downtown and there's traffic on 45 or there's traffic over here, usually coming down 69 is gonna be your best bet to kind of get to where you need to go quickest, right? So downtown, 43 to 47 minutes right now. And then let's go ahead, like I said, we'll zoom in now. And let's take a look at everything that is right here in this vicinity. So one of the cool things about, like I said, they're just doing a ton of development right here. You have Evergreen right here. You have another community called Mavera. You have a huge community down here called Artavia. I'm sure if you've heard of Evergreen, you've heard of Artavia before too. They're all literally right here. And this is a massive footprint too. It looks kind of small on the map, but this is a big area. What's super cool is, like I said, you have the Woodlands Mall right here, which was 12 minutes away. But as you can see, you have this HEB shopping plaza here. So you have a ton of stuff right here. So you have your H-E-B, you have a bunch of restaurants, Dutch Bros Coffee, your Starbucks, your Chick-fil-A, UPS store, AutoZone, kind of like your, again, Jack in the Box, Whataburger, your fast food, all that, Crust Pizza, Marble Slab Creamery, your ice cream place. Like, when I say like just kind of your day-to-day, if you live in a city, right, you're gonna have like all your little shopping centers in one area, shopping centers in another area. This is gonna be like your main shopping center right here. So let's go ahead and we'll just map it to H-E-B. So if we go from Shea, Evergreen, well, it doesn't matter which one we pick, you're 4 minutes away. So again, it's 10 a.m. right now, but going from Evergreen right there to, I mean, you can see all this stuff that's built out. This whole section right here is 4 minutes away. Another great thing about being right here is you're so close to the Houston Methodist Medical Center. So like say, I'm just gonna use St. Luke's as an example right here. Let's go, actually, let's exit here. I'm gonna pick that. So if you need to get to the hospital, the medical center, doctor's appointments, all that stuff, I'm gonna show you right now how long that takes. And you are 12 minutes away from the medical center. So as you saw already, you were like 12 minutes down here. I don't know why, well, it's kind of taking you this little, it looks like there's a little bit of traffic. It was only 12 minutes to the mall, which is further away, but maybe this little bit of traffic makes that 12 minutes. Either way, doesn't matter. You're 12 minutes away from your medical stuff too. And then what's also very nice about this whole area right here off 242, you have Big Rivers Water Park over here, which is a massive water park here, and this is technically in New Caney. So again, just to know, I mean, I can talk all day about this stuff, so I try to keep these things short, but I end up talking too much. Conroe is massive. Let me show you this real quick. Conroe, I mean, you got Lake Conroe way up here, comes down here, butts up to the Woodlands, comes over here, butts up to Porter down here, butts up to New Caney. So this little spot right here, Big Rivers, is technically in New Caney, but again, it's a huge water park. And kind of flip through some of these pictures for you guys. I've only been there once with my kids. They're still kind of little. It was so stressful, man, because my daughter was little, my son was little, but he was on swim team, so he thinks he can swim in the wave pool by himself, and I'm trying to find my daughter. It was just like, I like lost my mind. So I haven't been back. I think I'm like traumatized from that experience. They made it, we're all safe, but super cool place right there. And so let's say we're going from Evergreen to Big Rivers Water Park. You are 16 minutes away just going to the east. And the reason why I brought that up too is I showed you kind of Woodlands, Conroe, all that stuff right here, your main little shopping at H-E-B. We have this water park, but over here in New Caney, there's another shopping plaza right here off 99 and 69 called the Valley Ranch Town Center. And this is, didn't mean to click on that, but as you can see right there, you have another, you have Kroger, you have Victoria's Secret, you have Target, a ton of restaurants, Chuy's, Chipotle, Saltgrass, Gringo's, Olive Garden, Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Toasted Yolk. Actually, my wife is on her way to Valley Ranch right now because she's going to a place, I don't know, they must be doing something at Hobby Lobby because she is always at Hobby Lobby. I'm like, what, it's not that great. I'm not sure what's happening, but she's at Hobby Lobby like every weekend. That's where she's at right now. So she's right here at Valley Ranch Town Center at Hobby Lobby, Goody Goody Liquor, which is basically like a, we had Total Wine in California. So Goody Goody Liquor is basically just like a Total Wine. You have your Academy Sports. Again, you got Target. Basically everything you could ever want is right here at Valley Ranch Town Center. So you are going to be a little bit further, obviously, than like the Woodlands, this whole area where you're just straight shot off 242. But like I said, if you're coming up and down 69 to get to the airport, to get to town, to do stuff over here on this side of town, you're gonna be passing through Valley Ranch Town Center anyway. So like if we went to Target at Valley Ranch, you are 18 minutes away from Target and that whole shopping center right there at Valley Ranch. So not a bad drive at all. But basically, I mean, all that to say, like literally in east, west, going north to Conroe, south to Porter, you got another H-E-B market right here by Woodson's Reserve. Like everything you want, everything you need is within, I mean, it was 4 minutes to H-E-B, I think, but you're within a 20-minute radius. Even if you get down to the airport, it takes 30 minutes maybe. you're 30 minutes to literally everything you could want right here in this area. So with that said, real quick, the amenities. That's the other thing I wanted to show you guys before we get out of here. This is the last thing. So this is obviously their website, evergreen-texas.com. Wanted to show you, this was a rendering of the amenity center, the arbor, and then now they have all these pictures on here too. So you see you have the resort style pool, the playgrounds, the pavilion area, pickleball courts, your other little playground at Curiosity Park, and then the trails, which is amazing too. A lot of people love the trails, love the fact that they have the trees and all the nature here at Evergreen still. They didn't just come in and tear everything out. So really, really beautiful community. Actually, let me play this video for y'all real quick. Let's watch this for a sec. Just kind of showing you, they did an event at the amenity center when they opened it up. I think it's only been about a month or two since they opened this whole thing up. You can obviously get a good view of the parks, the pavilion, kind of the way everything's set up here. And then in a second, they're gonna show you like the resort style pool area. That's cool too. There's actually like events all the time. So they have like a lifestyle coordinator that plans events with the residents that live here and stuff. So I mean, super cool neighborhood, super cool area, great spot right here at Evergreen. But I mean, I know that was quick with the amenities. I just wanted to show you that. This video is already probably like an hour and a half long. So if you're still with me, again, man, I appreciate you guys. And if you are with me still, let me know in the comments where you're from. But other than that, as always, I'm gonna give you guys this relocation guide. I'll put it on the screen. I don't know if it's gonna fit with my big head right here, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere. That's a free relocation guide. You scan that QR code, takes you to a Google Drive. And I don't need your name, your phone number, your email, none of that, man. I'm not gonna spam you with stuff. I really just made this to help y'all out, planning your trip out here to Houston to come look at houses, things to do. You can actually search homes on this thing too. So like restaurants, and it's all linked. So like everything is interactive on here. So like, say you wanna go to the Space Center. Space Center's on here. Click, it takes you right to the website. You can buy your tickets, look at everything. There's parks, all kinds of stuff, man. Information about like the Houston Rodeo, whatever you want to do with it, just download that, scan the QR code, download that. And then obviously all my information's on there, right? So again, I appreciate all of you guys that watch my videos, all you guys that reach out to me. It's been amazing. Like I said, I think over the last 2.5 years that I've been doing this, almost 3 years now, I've helped over 60 families make the move out here to Houston. And it's been amazing. The feedback, the love that I get from y'all is awesome. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. So yeah, download that. Other than that, I appreciate you. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.